My first handcuff is Jerick McKinnon. We saw some flashes of McKinnon in preseason over the last couple of weeks, especially around the red zone. I find it hard to put like all your chips in with Hilaire. He's injured yet again, and I'm not sure that in that offensive game plan like really includes him that much as like a featured back, all over the field. I think there's something to the fact that they're giving some looks to McKinnon in the red zone. With Tyreek and Kelsey running around the field, I think it opens up a huge window for like a speedster, third down, pass catching back like McKinnon, being taken RB 68 right now, right around where Carlos Hyde is. So most likely either goes undrafted or, last couple rounds. I think he's worth a stash, not just for the handcuff ability, but for that third down, red zone back in a team that is going to score a shit ton of touchdowns. There's some value there. And I feel like guys like Damian Williams or Daryl Williams or whoever Williams, usually gives that team solid production. And you always have to consider giving those guys a start. It's like, he's like the running back version now of Mecole Hardman, where, yes, he can give you 4 points, but he could also give you 24 points. So that's a handcuff I like a lot. Another guy I like, for similar reasons, is Geo Bernard. He's climbing up a little bit. He's RB 49, going close to it in that, Latavius Murray, Madison Pollard range. I'm high on Geo. We all know how much Tom loves to target running backs. I think we'll see weeks where Ronald Jones is the feature back, and we'll see weeks where Fournette is the feature back. I think it's going to be kind of an unpredictable rotation. Or one of them is used maybe as like a reserve, right? Like how they did Rex Burkhead up in New England. I think, I don't know, that's what kind of comes to mind. But Geo is that shiny new veteran addition that Tom, I think, is going to use in that James White role. I know it's a little bit cliche, like a lot of podcasts are saying that, but Geo has recently, his last year, flashed in some games where, Joe Mixon was out. And I think he's got kind of like some 10 to 14 point upside, in my opinion, which kind of puts him in that fringe flex play. I wanted to go into this saying like Geo Bernard is a must start just to kind of be bold, but I'm not sure about that. But I do think he's a guy to keep an eye on at RB 49. I think if he falls, I think it's a good pick, but he probably will be somewhere in the late rounds, just because of his ability to catch the ball and how Tom, loves it. Imagine 4 catches for 25 yards. That's, 6 points in PPR. So he just needs to get a few more rushes and half a touchdown a game or something like that. And that offense is also going to be explosive, I think. So, yeah.
Yeah. It's tough to stay away from the Bucks. It's so crowded there, that's what handcuffs are. You're banking on some kind of injury. But whereas being RB3 on another team might be a death sentence for most running backs, being RB3 on the Bucks isn't really, because there are 2 number ones there, and Rojo and Fournette. You never know who's going to be the number one. If one of them goes down, then another guy being brought into the rotation is definitely a possibility. And you had talked about, it's the same thing with the Chiefs, right? That's why you wanted McKinnon to have a piece of that offense. That's why my other handcuff, one of my other ones that I had chosen, was Daryl Williams. Daryl Williams has been productive for the Chiefs in the past. He's great. He's a decent receiver. He's great in pass protection. I think that he's going to get a lot of those third down looks just because he is great in pass protection. He can bust it outside and catch a screen. I think that Daryl Williams has shown what he can do for this team. And I think he's ADP 62 right now among running backs. What was McKinnon? Let me see. What did you say McKinnon was?
I have Daryl Williams as 54.
Daryl Williams 62 and McKinnon 67. So I think it's kind of a coin flip between them. Oh, okay.
Yeah, you had to go I had to go really deep to find Jerick McKinnon.
Yeah, I have him at a 67. He's 243 overall. Daryl Williams, I have at 62, he's 224 overall. But either way, I think the bottom line is you're trying to get a part of that offense with the Chiefs. And if something happens to Hilaire, or if for some reason they don't think that he's going to be the 3-down back that they were hoping that he would be, then either one of those guys could work out.